Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company of Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma Winter Battlefield. Our heroes today are going to be Incredible FaHu, playing for the Germans. And we're going to have IpKaiFung, playing for the Soviets of the Red Army. So, not exactly sure how long it's been since we've been in this map, but, well, everybody knows this map, everybody loves this map. It's, you know, the one that's been here since pretty much the betas. Forever. But anyways, so we do see that IpKaiFung is sending his engineers up to the north to get the fuel point. Doesn't look like Incredible FaHu is gonna stop him. It looks like his pioneers are going for the closest strategic point and then heading for the south. We do see Tier 1 that was built for Incredible FaHu, getting himself 2 Grenadier squads off the bat. Now for IpKaiFung we do have Conscript squad and nothing else so far. It's interesting. He is up to about 400 manpower now. Wonder what he is planning. So far he only has 1 conscripts and his original combat engineers. Combat engineers did manage to cap that fuel point and laid a little bit of wire down at this point to cut off that approach. They didn't build this point, but I think that right now as it stands, it basically functions the same as if you had built that barbed wire because units don't shoot at it. Probably something that'll be fixed in some future patch, but yeah, I mean, you don't even have to finish it in some situations, but anyways, we now see, interesting. Well, IpKaiFung has now, in fact, produced a second conscript squad and getting himself a third. A little bit of a, I guess, slip of the mind there, and he maybe forgot to queue it up, but I guess not that big of a problem at this point in the game. Grenadiers engaging combat engineers that were trying to maybe finish the wire, not sure. They were a little bit forward here, but combat engineers do decide to jump into the house to get a better position and deny the enemy this fuel point. Down in the south, we do see Incredible FaHu has already captured that fuel point and is going for the strategic point, but is going to run headlong until that conscript squad. There we go. The pioneers jump a little bit to the cover by those boxes while the conscripts just mosey on by. It looks like they're going to try to gain that green cover and get the advantage over those pioneers. No. They decide to simply ignore the pioneers and are simply going to go for that fuel point. Grenadiers now from the north moving in to support the pioneers. Pioneers do run into the area of that fuel point, denying the conscripts the ability to decap it, and are probably going to win this fight. And there they go. The conscripts decide to retreat at 4 men. Might lose 1 more in the retreat, but should be fine. And there they go. They might manage to make it out at 4 men. Nope, there they go. One does get killed right on top of the fire. Ooh, nasty death. But, well, 3 men out. Up in the north, we have conscripts engaging. No, nothing. Well, looks like they were shooting at something, but no. Okay, well, the combat engineers do finally manage to build that wire, cutting off the small approach, making the enemy go all the way around. And it looks like they're going to jump back into the house to deny these grenadiers that position, while the conscripts up in the north are probably going to move down to support right just as soon as they get that capture. So far on the field, we do see 3 grenadier squads and a mortar for Incredible FaHu, while we have 3 conscripts and a second combat engineer being produced for IpKaiFung. And it looks like this barbed wire isn't serving any purpose. There is still a gap here right between the house and the barbed wire where the conscripts ran through, so needs an extra sector there to make it worth it. Mortar back, not being used just yet. Grenadiers do get defeated and hit retreat. While in the center we saw a engagement by conscripts and 2 squads of grenadiers, which are now heading over to the fuel point, still denying IpKaiFung from that resource. Combat engineers being used quite effectively, jumping them into the house. And we do see another 2 conscript squads going over to the north to help out this conscript squad. Conscript squad down at 4 men decides to retreat. Mortar is mortaring the house, that is, and trying to get those engineers out of there. And we now have the 2 conscript squads right on top of the grenadier squads. The grenadiers are down 2 and 3 men respectively, and are going to lose that fight if they don't get out of there. 3-man squad retreats, 2-man squad retreats, so small victory there for IpKaiFung. The mortar is mortaring away at that house. Engineers down to 2 men, need to get out of there. Probably going to retreat. No, they're still there. Need to be very careful. Ooh, nice shot, almost hits those engineers. Mortar is going to retreat. Might lose one of the guys on the retreat. No, looks like they're going to make it just fine. And IpKaiFung is going to secure the north. We now see a half-track, looks like. Yeah, a half-track hitting the field for IpKaiFung. I mean, not IpKaiFung, Incredible FaHu, sorry. And that is going to be very nice, allow him to get the advantage on these conscripts. These conscripts are down to 3 men, need to retreat rather quick. No flamethrower being upgraded just yet. He's about 4 munitions shy. In the center, we do see an engagement by conscripts. Actually, no, that's sniper, engineers, and pioneers. Ooh. And a pioneer squad, the pioneer squad, goes down for Incredible FaHu. Small victory there for the Soviets of IpKaiFung. And we now see basically an entire rout of the Soviet forces from the north, and a very strong force up in the north. We have 3 grenadier squads plus a half-track that is going to be providing both mobile firepower and the ability to reinforce on the fly. We do see a sniper on the field though for IpKaiFung that is going to be very useful in bleeding Incredible FaHu from his manpower. It is not going to be very easy for one sniper on its own to make these squads retreat, because pretty much they can reinforce faster than the sniper can shoot. At least at Veterancy 1. Apologize there for the little artifacts on the field. I still have issues with winter maps and the changing weather, but well, I think it's a worthy inconvenience to be able to view both, resources and such. Anyways, we do see the southern part of the map is now being captured by IpKaiFung, while the northern part of the map is being captured by Incredible FaHu. This very low health grenadier squad decides to retreat. Is there a medic bunker? No, it doesn't look like. Just yet, at least. Oh. Small engagement by the victory point. Actually, the cutoff point. We had a weapons, or what was it? A fuel cache being produced by Incredible FaHu. We do have conscripts in the zone harassing. We now have the Flaming Warfare upgrades for the half-track, which is going to be very potent against all this infantry. We also see a squad of Guards Rifle now on the field for IpKaiFung. Well, hitting the field just now. That is going to be very good to be a small or a light counter to this half-track. While we also see a scout car being produced for IpKaiFung. I can almost dare to wager that he is going to jump those Guards Rifle into that scout car to hunt down that half-track. Nice 18-8 goes on top of that. Was that an 18-8 or was that a mine? Actually, it looks like that was a mine. Very heavy damage. Nice. Didn't see that mine being laid down, but yeah, it looks like that half-track hit a mine. Heavy engine damage. And very low in health. It is gonna probably get engaged by the nicknamed Marcus car in just a bit. These grenadiers, though, are in the way, and they might Panzerfaust this scout car. They are going to, in fact, do that, and there it goes. Panzerfaust goes in, does a lot of damage, brings it down to less than half health, and does the engine damage, but the Guards Rifle are there. They're losing their opportunity, though. That half-track is getting repaired. It's about 80% health now. Ooh, Conscript Squad get burned alive, down to 1 man, needs to retreat. Is he actually going to make it out of there? Ooh, nice rifle nade being used by Incredible FaHu. Lands right on top of that scout car, and it blows it up. Very nice. And a PTRS rifle gets dropped by those guards rifle, which is going to get picked up by one of these grenadier squads. So very nice pickup there for Incredible FaHu. Needs to be a little bit careful though. IpKaiFung has one mine right there. Could use his infantry essentially to detonate it, but needs to be careful with the half-track. So very painful loss there for IpKaiFung. He lost his scout car and lost one of the PTRS rifles. That is probably the most significant loss because that reduces his effectiveness on being able to combat that half-track. Nice rifle nade goes on top of this conscript squad in the south. Gets him down to 2 men. 1 man. Is he actually going to make it out of there? PTRS rifle shoots at that conscript, but it looks like they're going to make it out at 1 man. Unless that half-track does something about it. Ooh, skirts around. Ooh, look at that. Burns one of them alive. Down to 2 man. Are they actually going to make it out of there? Down to 1. Wow, very lucky squads there. Very heavy damage being produced here by Incredible FaHu. Very nice usage of that mortar. I mean, not mortar, that half-track. And it's now at vet 2, which reduces the damage taken, increasing the difficulty to which... increasing the difficulty for killing it, which is very, very sad for IpKaiFung. He is now going to have a very tough time killing that half-track with the PTRS rifles, especially since he only has 1. He now needs some type of armored counter, or a slip-up of Incredible FaHu. You know, maybe running over another mine while getting 18-aided and PTRS'd in the butt or something. That might do it, but it's going to be a little bit tough. Up in the north, we do see combat engineers just going around capping. The center, we do have the Marcus Scar decapping that munitions point. It is going to get engaged by Panzer Grenadiers, which have the option of getting those G43s. Not sure if it's worth it for Panzer Grenadiers. But, ooh, nice bundle nade goes on top of the car, but it basically just blows up the car and doesn't do anything but deny that cover. And there they go, the Panzer Grenadiers hit retreat. We also see, and sorry for missing it, that at some point IpKaiFung actually lost his sniper. That is quite an unfortunate loss. Against those Panzer Grenadiers, it would have been incredible. Well, not incredible, but very useful because it would have produced a high amount of manpower bleed. But, well, he doesn't have one anymore. Scout car being scout cardy, harassing all over the place, taking some shots at that fuel cache, destroying it, and opening up the opportunity to cut off the German player, Incredible FaHu, from the southern portion of the map. But he does have a lot of forces here. That is 2 Grenadier squads, Flamethrower, Half-Track, and a Pioneer that is going to fend off this smaller force. Up in the north, combat engineers looks like they're getting mortared. And yeah, there it goes, taking some shots. Mortars firing and missing, so not a lot to worry about. And ooh, nice shot goes in there. And we now see a Panzer IV hitting the field for Incredible FaHu. So this is now going to be a very uphill battle for IpKaiFung. He does not have his tier 4 that you would normally expect in this type of play against the Su-85. He is getting a second Guards rifle though, which is going to help him. You know, that buttoning ability and the PTRS rifles slowly chip away at the health of the Panzer IV, but it is going to be a tough fight, especially with all this infantry supporting. 3 Grenadier squads going through the center, supported by the Panzer IV essentially. Conscripts might want to throw an 18-8. They are going to throw it, getting an engine damage. These guys are getting burned alive by that half-track, and they have to retreat. The half-track looks like it might want to pursue, but needs to be careful with that mine. Might even be part of the plan of IpKaiFung, but it looks like it's just simply stopping here and being supportive. Scout car with the Guards rifle in them is getting shot at by the Panzer IV. It's going to go ahead and retreat because it cannot hope to beat it. Not easily, at least. And here we go. Is he actually going to hit that mine? Flamethrowers going on top of those Guards rifle, doing a lot of damage. Down to 2 man. Need to retreat. He is going to retreat, and it is going to hit the mine. Very nice. But with that veterancy too, it only brings it down to about half health. It does have, again, heavy engine damage, But since there's nothing to react quickly to try to get that kill, I can foresee that the half-track is going to be fine. So, nice mine placement, you know, to get those nice baitings, but unfortunately the engagement was not favorable where it would allow him to get that kill. Oh well. PTRS equipped grenadiers encountering that scout car, getting some heavy damage on it. Not needing. Ooh, nice. Trying to catch that scout car with that rifle nade. So very nice. And we do see a strong force of conscripts, 2 Vet 2 conscripts going over to the north, trying to recapture territory, getting this cutoff point so they can secure this position. But at the same time, we do see these grenadiers denying that fuel point and decapping it. PTRS equipped grenadiers getting chased by a Vet 2 conscript, while these ones stay back and recap. But the Panzer IV is gonna move in to engage the conscripts, and while they can 18-8, that is basically all they can do. These grenadiers looks like they picked up a DP light machine gun as well. Yeah, there they have it. That's a circle mag at the top. And the conscript squad goes down on the retreat to that brutal flamethrowers on that half-track. Ooh, very nice rifle nade goes on top of this conscript squad to bring it down to very low health and down to 3 men. But so low in health that I'm not sure if they're actually going to make it out. Down to 2 men. There they go. I mean, you do get durability at Vet 2, so they might make it out, but down to 1 man. Makes it through the house. Looks like it is going to make it out. Very lucky conscript squad again, but brutal losses for IpKaiFung. He is now down to 2 conscript squads, 1 guards rifle, and that scout car. That's about it. While on the field for Incredible FaHu, we now see 3 grenadiers, 2 panzer grenadiers, 1 being produced, Pioneer, 2 panzer IVs, 1 being produced, and that half-track with the flamethrowers. But still at veterancy 2. And getting, well, it's not getting repaired just yet, but will get repaired relatively soon. I can see those Pioneers running towards it. So an uphill battle for IpKaiFung. Not sure if he has anything that he can do to actually win this. He is floating a lot of resources, but I believe that is because he is trying to get the T-34 call-in, the 2 T-34-85s. Not a bad option. He does need a little bit more fuel though to be able to call it in. So he is going to spend his manpower in getting a sniper. So not a bad choice considering, you know, the Panzer Grenadiers on the field, but I mean, it isn't going to be the how do I say it? It isn't exactly what he needs to, you know, turn this tide. It's going to help out, but you know, he needs a lot more. He needs that armor, he needs those T-34s to hit the field, and if I'm not mistaken, it needs 270 fuel, so it's going to be a while before he can call them in. So in the meantime, he is going to be losing points, going to be losing manpower, and going to be on the back foot in territory. Panzer Grenadiers running into these conscripts that are only veterancy 1, so these conscripts are going to lose. At the same time, they are getting flanked by the Panzer IV and the flamethrower half-track. Going to get burned on the retreat, down to 3 men, down to 1 man, and running into Grenadiers. I think this guy's dead, and there he goes. Another unfortunate loss for IpKaiFung, so now he only has guards, conscripts, and the sniper. Plus that half-track that is on the field, not doing anything because there are no combat engineers to repair it, so I mean, he could use it again on the field, but it'll very quickly get killed, so he can't really even use it for harassment. Quite unfortunate. Very nice play though by FaHu. He's being very aggressive and very nice in preserving all his units. He's lost, what, Pioneers I think is the only thing he's lost so far. Sniper on the field taking some shots at these Panzer Grenadiers, so very nice picking that as the target. That is going to give him more bleed. The Panzer Grenadiers cost 45 manpower to reinforce, while well, I can't actually see it right now. Let's see if we see it here. Maybe one guy will die here. Small engagement by these conscripts, and there we go. 30. So yeah, it's 50 more per man. So yeah, the bleeding does add up after a while. Guards Rifle getting caught in the open in the center of the map by everything. Oh my god, gets killed on the retreat. They got stunned by the shot of the Panzer IV, and then got executed by the half-track, which is now Veteran C3. And Veteran C3 increases the weapon damage. So now it's gonna kill stuff even faster. You know, like it needed to kill stuff faster. You know, it wasn't killing stuff fast enough already, so, you know, just make it a little bit faster. My god. Panzer Grenadiers going around to try to decap this point. They are gonna get shot in the face by that sniper, but they are essentially cut off, and we might see these guys getting killed on the retreat. If, you know, the half-track is moved into position. We actually now have 3 Panzer IVs on the field for incredible FaHu. Wow, we do see the Kholodny now hitting the field for IpKaiFung with those 2 T-34s. Those are going to be good, but I don't think they're going to be enough. I don't think they are enough to take on 3 Panzer IVs. Third Panzer IV is holding back apparently though. While T-34s are, I mean the T-34-85 that is, they are stronger in their weapon than the standard T-34. They aren't as great. Third Panzer IV that is, moves into position, takes out that first T-34, only one left. These Guards Rifles are now dead. There they go. Drops the DP, both DP light machine guns. And that is it. So yeah. Very nice play by incredible FaHu. Very not lucky, I gotta say, but very nice tactics, like throwing that rifle nade to try to catch the scout car out in the open, especially the one here. He had it disabled a little bit by the Panzerfaust, so while the fight was going on, he threw a rifle nade over there and blew it up. So, very nice. Also very nice mine placement by IpKaiFung. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to follow it up with something to kill that half-track. And that half-track was a thorn on his side the entire game up to Veteran C3. Got 28 kills, one of them being friendly. But, I mean, I believe they can pardon that one. They'll just say that the Grenadier jumped into the flamethrower and there was nothing they could do about it. So, they're excused from that. But yeah, I mean, this half-track was ridiculous. It killed so many units on the retreat that, yeah, IpKaiFung was not able to jump back from that. And you can see on the field, he doesn't have anything anymore. He only had conscripts, the only conscript squad that he managed to keep alive, which managed to get Vet 3, which is nice. But, well, what can that squad do against all that is now on the field, especially those 3 Panzer IVs? So, quite a nice game. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the cast. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. If you have any replays you want to send them, I will put the email to send them to in the description below. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.